Good morning, student. We'll discuss today motion in a straight line. NEET previous year 1988 to 2019. NEET previous year question. And first upon, we will recall our concept. So you tell me what is the basic concept. You tell me what is the formula of speed. What is the formula of average speed? Average speed. Tell me quickly. What is the different formula of average speed? 1, 2, 3. What is differential equation of motion? Write down differential equation of motion. What will be differential equation of motion? So you have written this. Yes, speed is equals to what? Distance upon time. Speed will be equals to distance upon time, and this is average speed. Average speed will be equals to total distance covered, x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon total time, t1 plus t2 plus t3. Speed is equals to distance upon time. Now x can be written as v into t. So in some segment velocity is given, then formula of the average speed will be v3 t3 upon what? t1 plus t2 plus t3. This can also be written as x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon, for time we can write down x upon v1. So in different segment velocity is given, time is not given, then we can write down this formula, x3 upon what? v3. So these are different formula 1, 2, 3. डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन, इससे भी आप लोग फैमिलियर ही हो. क्या होता है? वेलोसिटी. व्हाट विल बी वेलोसिटी इज इक्वल्स टू dx अपॉन dt और ds अपॉन dt, और v इज इक्वल्स टू ds अपॉन dt. नाउ यू टेल मी व्हाट विल बी ds इज इक्वल्स टू और dx इज इक्वल्स टू. Distance covered will be equals to v dt and ds displacement also will be equals to what? v dt. वेलोसिटी को यदि इंटीग्रेट कर ले तो क्या आ जाएगा? डिस्टेंस डिस्प्लेसमेंट आ जाएगा. जिसको डिफरेंशिएशन इंटीग्रेशन में प्रॉब्लम है उसके लिए हम बेसिक क्लास फाउंडेशन के लिए अभी हम लाए हैं. फाउंडेशन के लिए हम लोग बेसिक मैथ का क्लास लेते हैं, जो वेरी बेसिक से हम लोग स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, और उसमें हम लोग ज्योमेट्री, लॉग, डिफरेंशिएशन, इंटीग्रेशन, कोऑर्डिनेट, ट्रिगोनोमेट्री, ये हम लोग 4 से 5 वीडियो बनाएंगे जिसमें ये सारा बेसिक कंसेप्ट हम लोग कवर कर लेंगे, और ये नीट के स्टूडेंट के लिए यूजफुल हो सकता है. यदि उसको बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट में डॉट है तो आप उसको देख सकते हो, राइट. सो यहाँ पे हो गया ds इज इक्वल्स टू क्या होता है? v dt. नाउ यू टेल मी व्हाट इज द फार्मूला ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन. सो फार्मूला ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन इज इक्वल्स टू व्हाट? dv अपॉन dt. सो फ्रॉम हियर चेंज इन वेलोसिटी विल बी इक्वल्स टू व्हाट? a dt. अनदर फार्मूला ऑफ मोशन इज व्हाट? एक्सेलरेशन इज a इज इक्वल्स टू v dv अपॉन ds. Or from this formula we can write down v dv is equals to a ds. So these are our differential equation of motion, and there is very familiar formula, motion with constant acceleration. So what is the formula of motion with constant acceleration? Tell me. Motion with constant acceleration. So remember it, this formula will be valid only if acceleration is constant. Motion with constant acceleration. If most acceleration is variable or the velocity displacement is given in the as a function of time, then you have to use differential formula, differential and integral formula. So what is motion with constant acceleration? What is the formula of motion with constant acceleration? Very simple, s is equals to ut plus half at square 2. V will be equals to u plus at 3. B square will be equals to u square plus 2s, and 4. S is equals to mean velocity. Remember it. When particle is moving with constant acceleration, then their mean velocity can be obtained by just adding u plus v upon 2. But this mean formula of the mean velocity is valid only for motion with constant acceleration, means acceleration is not changing with time. So distance will be mean velocity into what? Displacement will be equals to mean velocity into time. Okay. And one more formula, what will be the displacement of particle in nth second? Sn. Snth is given by u plus 2n minus 1 a by 2. What do you mean by snth? Snth is same as that of in n second, in n minus 1 second. Distance covered by the particle in n second minus distance covered by the particle in n minus 1 second. If the particle starts motion from this point, so this is the distance covered by the particle in n second, and this is distance covered by the particle in n minus 1 second. So if you will derive this formula, then you will find that Snth will be equals to Sn minus Sn minus 1. Here n is time. This n is time. Okay. So from here we can write down Sn can be written as ut plus half at square. So here t is equals to what? N. An square minus a plus half a n square minus this will be equals to u into n minus 1 plus half a into n minus 1 square. So after simplification of this, you can do algebraic simplification. You will get formula like, you can do u and u is common, so this is n minus n plus 1, and this half a is common, so this is n square minus n minus 1 ka whole square, and same result can be written as u plus half a. And look, this is a square minus b square, so one formula will be a plus b, and now if you will take a plus b, then it will becomes 2n minus 1. And if you will take a minus b, then this minus and plus n will cancel, so you will get 1. So this is our formula of Snth second. You should remember this formula also. Now what is the formula for motion with motion under gravity, vertical motion under gravity? So one more thing we may discuss here in one-dimensional motion. So what is the formula for motion under gravity? Motion under gravity, you are very familiar with this formula. Okay, so this is up throw and this is down throw from a tower. Here the projection is from a tower. So for up throw, we can write down h will be equals to, for up throw it is taken h as positive, and when ball will come down h will be negative. So h can be written as ut minus half gt square. V will be equals to u minus gt. V square is equals to u square minus 2gh. Now one important formula is what will be the time taken by ball to reach at ground. Time taken by ball to reach at ground. So for that we have to solve quadratic equation. Yes, you may solve this equations by this concept also. T will be equals to from this equation T will be equals to gt, u minus v upon g. But here u is equals to u and v will be v. Final velocity at ground will be downward, look, and its magnitude will be u square plus 2gh, because ball will return, and in back journey it has same velocity as u, and now its velocity will increase not decrease. ऊपर जाएगा तो डिक्रीज तो करेगा, लेकिन जब इस लेवल से नीचे आएगा तब ये वेलोसिटी इंक्रीज करने लगेगा, और यहाँ जो हम वेलोसिटी लेंगे वो होगा u स्क्वायर प्लस 2gh. Here the velocity will be u square plus 2gh. So v can be written as under root u square plus 2gh upon g. Very important formula, you should remember it. And what is for down throw? So for down throw it is obvious that h will be equals to ut plus half gt square. V will be equals to u plus gt. V square will be equals to u square plus 2gh. And now what will be the time taken by the ball when it will reach at the ground? Time taken by the ball. So from this formula t will be equals to time taken by ball to reach at ground. Time taken by ball to reach at ground. Time taken by ball to reach at ground. So this t will be equals to v minus u upon g. Therefore this t can be written as, remember it, this will be minus u plus v upon g. Here it will be minus u. So t can be written as minus u plus v, again will be under root u square plus 2gh. U square plus 2gh upon g. So what is the difference? When we will throw up, the time will be more, so there is plus u, and we will throw down, the time will be less, and we take here minus u. So these are some important formula. If a ball will be thrown from the ground, okay, copy it, pause and copy it. Essential. When the ball is thrown from the ground, then what will happen? If the ball is thrown from the ground, then there are two main results. One result is what will be the maximum height. Max height reached by the ball is given by u square upon 2g, and time of flight includes two time of ascent as well as time of descent. So t will be equals to 2u upon g. H max will be equals to u square upon 2g. Okay, so these are our two important formula. So now let us discuss question in this topic. Question 1. First question of this topic, and this is question based on accelerator. It says that Preeti reached the metro station and found that escalator means वो मॉल्स में जो सीढ़ी होता है उसको ही तो हम escalator कहते हैं. सो escalator पे जो है, escalator पे Preeti reached the metro station and found that escalator was not working. She walked up a stationary escalator in time t1 and she take time t1 to reach when it is stationary. Okay. So if the length of the escalator will be L, then what will be the velocity of Preeti? Velocity of Preeti will be equals to L upon t1. On other day, if she remains stationary on moving escalator, then it takes her up in time t2. Another day, escalator was moving, so she stands here. Okay, and we see that now escalator take time t2. So what will the velocity of accelerator? So velocity will be L upon t2. Now if both are moving, both will move, means Preeti will move on escalator, then how much time she will take to reach at top? So if both will move, both velocity will be added. Both will move, both velocity will be added. So what will be now new time? So new time must be equals to L upon Vp plus what? Va, and this will be given by L upon T1 and L upon T2. Very simple. So here L will get cancelled and its LCM will be T1 upon T2, T1 plus T2. And its correct answer is B. Two cars P and Q starts from a point at the same time in a straight line, and their position are represented by XP and XQ. At what time do the car have same velocity? Okay. So in question number 2, what is the situation? Two cars starting from the same positions. Initially their positions are same, but the position of XP, this is P car and this is Q car, but the position of XP is given by AT plus BT square. Okay, AT plus BT square, and the position of XQ is given by FT minus T square. Okay, FT minus T square. Position of two cars at any time is given AT plus BT square, and this is FT minus T square. At what time cars have same velocity? At what time cars have same velocity? Tell me. Find, pause it and find. So at what time cars have same velocity? Same velocity means what? Here simple analysis will be XP upon XT must be equals to dxq upon what? dt, and this implies that A plus 2bt must be equals to F minus 2t. F minus 2t. So t will be equals to what? This 2t will be a plus, so this will be 2b plus 2 division, and this A will be here minus. This is your correct answer. F minus A. Now in question number 3, what is given? So velocity of the particle v is given by at plus bt square, means velocity is given, okay, and you have to find distance travel between t is equals to 1 and 2 seconds. So after velocity you have to find distance. What you will do? Tell me, anyone, what you will do for finding distance if the velocity is given? This is velocity into time, not. If the velocity is given in the form of function of time, if the velocity is given in the form of function of time, like v is at plus bt square, then how we can find out x? So x is given by what? V dt. Integration v is equals to dx upon dt, therefore dx means x will be equals to v dt, differential equation, and you have to find distance covered by the particle in 1 to 2. Here the displacement and distance. For time 1 to 2 the terms will be positive. It should be given a and b is positive. So just you have to integrate v. What will be the integration of v? What will the integration of v? This will be a t square upon 2 and this is b t cube upon 3. Put the value. Now what will be its value? So this is a by 2. If you will put upper limit 2a square minus 1a square, and this is b by 3. In this term also put upper and lower limit. So this will be 2 cube minus 1 cube. So your final answer is what? Your final answer is 3 upon 2a plus 7 upon 3. Again one differential equation is given. In this case velocity is given as a function of displacement, means velocity is given as a function of x, right, and we have to find its acceleration. What formula will be used? Tell me, what formula will be used here? If the velocity is given as a function of positions, like that, question number 4, if it is given that velocity is a function of position, like v is equals to beta x to the power minus 2n. Now what will be acceleration of particle? We have to find acceleration. Just pause and find how we can find. So acceleration, formula of acceleration should be here v dv upon dx. Very important formula. V into velocity gradient is also formula of what? Acceleration. You can realize it. How? This is very popular formula. V is equals to what? A is equals to dv upon dt. Now what we have to do? Just multiply and divide it with dx. So these terms can be written as dv upon dx into dx upon dt, and therefore our final result will be equals to v dv upon dx. So our final result is v dv upon dx. So acceleration will be equals to v dv upon dx. So what is v? V is here what? Beta, and dv upon dx means differentiation of these terms, and this term v is what? Bx to the power minus 2n, and the differentiation of these terms will comes out to be beta into what? Minus 2n. This is difference derivative of this, to beta into power back, and x to the power, this is minus 2n minus 1. So this is minus 2 and beta square x to the power -4 and -1 in multiplication. So B is your correct option. So fifth number question is little bit technical. It is given that a stone falls freely under gravity. It covers distance h1, h2, h3 in first 5 seconds, next 5 seconds, next 5 seconds respectively. Then the relation between h1, h2, h3. What is given? First understand. A ball is thrown. Okay? Thrown. It covers this height. Okay? In first 5 seconds. So can you tell me what will be the value of h1? Very simple. Yes sir, why we can't? h1 will be equals to half g t square. Where is ut? Ut is 0. It is dropped from the height. So what will be u? U is here 0. So ut is equals to 0 and half gt square. So it states that in first paragraph, so h1 is a distance covered by ball in first 5 seconds. Initial 5 second distance covered by ball in initial 5 second is h1. And for next 5 second means next 5 second ball will comes here. So this is next 5 second and this distance is from here to here distance is h2 in next 5 second. In next 5 seconds. So now you tell me what will be h2 equals to. This is little bit technical. So h2 will be equals to here distance covered by the ball in 10 seconds minus distance covered by the ball in 5 seconds. Are you getting? यहाँ से यहाँ यदि हम ut प्लस हाफ at स्क्वायर भी लगाएंगे फॉर्मूला तो इसके लिए यहाँ पे हमको u निकालना होगा, जो अभी मेरे पास है नहीं. मेरे पास यहाँ है पता वेलोसिटी क्या है, u है. तो हम ऐसा करते हैं कि यहाँ से यहाँ तक का हम लोग हाइट निकाल लेते हैं. कहाँ गया, यहाँ से यहाँ तक का हाइट निकाल लेते हैं और इसमें से इसको घटा देते हैं. और यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? सो h2 विल बी इक्वल्स टू ut इज अगेन 0 एंड हाफ g not t square means 10 square minus 5 square. So this is 25g upon 2 and this can be written as 100 minus 25 75g upon 2. Getting? Again h3 is when the ball say reach at the ground in next 5 seconds. So this distance is h3 in next 5 seconds. Okay, so now you tell me what will be h3. What will be h3? Tell me. So h3 will be distance covered by the ball in 15 seconds minus 10 seconds. Getting? Yes. So distance covered by the ball in 15 half g 15 second means 15 square minus half g 10 square, so 10 square. 15 are 225 minus 100 125g. So this is 125g upon. Now we can see what is the ratio. Many questions. So in terms of you have to find out answer in terms of ratio etc etc. So what is the ratio of s to s3? Tell me. This 25 25 3 ja 75 5 ja. So this is the ratio of 1:3:5. कैसे? 25 तिया 75 अब 25 पंचे यानी कहने का मतलब इसका मान h1 का मान x होगा तो s3 का मान उसका थ्राइस होगा 3x, h2 का मान और s3 का मान उसका 5 टाइम्स होगा 5x. हाँ, तो इसमें h1 h2 h3 का रेशियो यदि आपसे पूछेगा तो आंसर होगा 1:2. बट दिस इज रेशियो इज नॉट आस्क्ड. व्हाट इज आस्क्ड? व्हाट इज द रिलेशन बिटवीन h2 एंड h1? व्हाट इज द रिलेशन बिटवीन? सो this you can understand this ratio in another way as write down here So this result also can be written as h1 upon 1 will be equals to h2 upon 3 will be equals to h3 upon 5. Now h2 will be equals to 3h1, h2 will be equals to, oh, this is given, h1 upon 1 is equals to h2 upon 3 is equals to h1. So answer option D is our correct option. Okay, ratio is constant. Ratio also can be written like that, h1 upon 1, h2 upon 3, h3 upon 5, and they will be equal. So this is your answer. Very easy. छोटा छोटा डिफरेंशियल आपको आना चाहिए, इंटीग्रल आना चाहिए, समझ रहे हैं? इसको बनाना था खुद से। क्या नीट एग्जाम से पहले ये पूरा खत्म होगा हम लोगों का? I will try. Maximum chapter I will cover. Okay. So in question number 6, again one differential equation comes and it is given that t is equals to under root x plus 3. The displacement of the particle when its velocity is 0. What you have to find? Displacement of the particle when velocity is 0. This is our question. So solve it. देखो, हम यदि डेटा लिख देते हैं बोर्ड पे तो समझो क्वेश्चन लिख दिए। अब आप उसको ट्राई कर सकते हो, पॉज करके सॉल्व कर सकते हो, या आप बुक सामने रखो ना, आप बुक सामने रखो और उसको सॉल्व कर सकते हो। ये पर्पस है तुम्हारा कि जो फाउंडेशन के बच्चे हैं अभी उसको हेल्प हो जाएगा कुछ, हाँ, और जो टारगेट के बच्चे हैं उसका क्विक रिवीजन हो जाएगा। एक बार ये तुम थोड़ा सा फास्ट करके भी यदि देख लेते हो, स्पीड बढ़ा के भी इसको देख लेते हो तो एक रिव्यू हो जाएगा। आप स्पीड 1.5 पे लेके जा सकते हो और देख लो उसको क्विकली। So t will be equals to under root x plus 3. So displacement and when v will be equals to 0. So what will be here? Velocity. What will be here? Displacement. We may write down x is equals to a square of t minus 3. So when velocity will be 0, what will be dx by dt? Power will come back and this will be t minus 3, and this is set to be 0. Velocity is set to be 0, therefore t will comes out to be what? 3 seconds. If t is 3, then what is the displacement at that instant? So this will be 3 minus 3 square 0. So very simple question. If when the velocity is 0, then what will be displacement? First we set velocity is 0, then we find what will be displacement. The retardation of particle when its velocity becomes 0. In question number 7, you have to find retardation when velocity, similar question, but here you have to find retardation when velocity is 0, and it is given that position given, what is given, x is equals to what? It is given that x is equals to 8 plus 12 t minus t cube. 8 plus 12 t minus what? T cube. So x is given by 8 plus 12 t minus t cube. So what will be its velocity and acceleration? first derivative 8 0 12t 12 minus 3t square, and acceleration or retardation, so 12 0 and this is 3 to the 6t. Now set v as 0, set v as 0, because it is given in question. If velocity as 0, then what will be retardation? So set v as 0. So here if v will be 0, then these terms will be what? The value of t will be equal to what? 3 4 0, so t will be 2. Now what will be the retardation? Therefore a will be equals to minus 12 meter per second square. A boy standing at top of a tower 20 meter height drops a stone assuming g is equals to 10 meter per second. The velocity with which it hits the ground. तो कुछ हुआ ही नहीं. 20 मीटर के हाइट से एक लड़का बॉल को क्या कर रहे हैं? ड्रॉप कर रहे हैं 20 मीटर के हाइट से 20 मीटर, और यहाँ आएगा बॉल ग्राउंड पे, तब उसका वेलोसिटी क्या हो जाएगा ग्राउंड पे? v इज इक्वल टू यू का मान क्या है? ड्रॉप करें ना, तो ये हो जाएगा 2gs b स्क्वायर और u स्क्वायर, दिस इज u स्क्वायर प्लस 2gs. सो v स्क्वायर विल बी इक्वल टू v विल बी अंडर रूट 2gs. वेरी ऑब्वियस रिजल्ट है ये. 2 10 20 एंड दिस विल बी 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड. One question is on average speed. So I'll discuss more question on average speed here. Similar question. Okay. And you will try to solve this. So you just solve question number 9. It is given that particle covers half of its total distance with a speed v1, half of the total distance with a speed v1, and another half of the distance, means this x upon 2 distance is covered by. Okay, so find average. Many of you have remembered this, but my next question is that if x by 3 distance is covered with a speed v1 and another rest of the 2x by 3 distance is covered with v2, then what will be its average velocity? So how you can find this kind of question? Here it will be a harmonic mean and you can solve, but what is the formula? Formula will be total distance, so this will be x by 2, and this will be total time. So time is not given. What will the formula of time? Time is equals to distance upon velocity. Distance upon what? Velocity. Now take x by 2 common, so your result will be here 2 upon 1 upon v1, 1 upon v2, and we know LCM and its addition, so this will be equals to 2v1 upon v1 plus v2. This is also called HM, harmonic mean. In terms of mathematics, this is called 2v1 v2 upon v1 plus v2 is also called harmonic mean. Okay, so this is harmonic mean, but here it will not be harmonic mean. This formula will be not applicable here. So what will be difference? Do it, pause and do. So let me explain what we have to do. So here we can find average velocity as again x by 3 plus 2x by 3, and method will be same. Time will be equal to distance upon velocity. So this is x 3v1 and this is 2x upon 3v2. Clear?